I'm Liv and this is my channel Endless Pages. Welcome to a reading vlog. This is going to be a 2-week reading vlog, and that is because most of the reading vlogs I film end up getting scrapped, or I stop filming, I get lazy, I don't think they're interesting enough. So I'm going to film a 2-week one, which I notice some people do, just so I will have enough content to make it interesting in case I get lazy on a couple of days. So I thought that would be the best way to fix that problem. It's currently 7:30 in the morning, which I'm super not happy about. We have construction going on in the house at the moment, so today I literally can't be in the house for it, so I'm going to have to go to the library as I have TAFE from 9 to 5, so I'm going to go do that in a moment. I'm going to go get some breakfast, read my book before I start. So, speaking of reading, what am I going to read this week? Well, I'm participating in the Roll of Reads readathon created by a book fiend named Mel, the lovely Mel. So one of my prompts was read a book set on an island, so the island of Australia. Australia is an island. I'm going to read Honeybee by Silvi. This is a book by an Australian author and set in Australia. I read his other book a couple of years ago, Jasper Jones, and really liked that book, so I thought I would check out his latest book. Just a heads up though, check the trigger warnings for this book. Like, there's a lot of triggering scenes that happen, and the main plot is literally a young 14-year-old boy called, I don't know his name actually, Sam. And Sam is standing on a bridge one night and he is about to take his own life, and then he notices down the end of the bridge, I can't speak, is a old man, and they kind of lock eyes. And the old man is also there to take his life, and then they form kind of an unlikely friendship through their shared connection on the bridge, and the book is about that friendship. This sounds like it's going to be quite a heavy read, but I'm really excited to see what I think of it. I haven't seen many people talk about it, so I'm interested to see whether it's a good book and it's just not talked about, or I just, you know, haven't seen it talked about because it's Australian. I'm not sure. I'm very excited to dive into it though. I hopefully will get a little tiny bit of reading done at breakfast this morning, and then maybe some reading during my breaks. We will see how I go. So that is my super long introduction to this vlog. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next update. I'm back already. I don't have a reading update because it's still only like 11:30 and I just finished my first class, but I'm back at home. As you can see, the construction workers didn't show up. There was some issue. We've had the worst luck, I swear to God. So I'm back home to do TAFE at home for the rest of the day, which is good. But I thought I would quickly share with you what I super quickly grabbed at the library before I came home, because I was like, I haven't borrowed from the library in such a long time, and I miss like going through the shelves and finding gems. So let's do a library haul, shall we? I got 7 books. I got so many. I'm like kidding myself thinking I'll be able to fit these in anywhere before they're due back. Like, I have the biggest TBR with the chunkiest books. I'm like, yeah, let's go get 7 super chunky books from the library. Why not? Why not put pressure on myself to get these books read? But I'm really excited. I've got a pretty good haul here. That book is not part of it. Okay, first, just quickly, I got Cinder. I believe this is young adult. Well, I know it's young adult. Maybe fantasy? I don't know. I think it's a Cinderella retelling. I haven't done my research before I picked up these books. First book in the Lunar Chronicles series. I know that this is like a cult classic, like a favorite in the young adult community. Don't know if I'm maybe a bit old and I missed the boat on this one, but I'm still willing to give it a shot. And then we got One of Us Is Next by Karen M. McManus, the sequel to the young adult thriller book, which is called, One of Us Is Lying. That's it. So I read One of Us Is Lying. I thought it was, it was alright. It was very YA. It's very high school drama-y, but I still read it because despite the high school drama that I don't normally like to read, there was a thriller aspect which still pulled me in a little bit. So I thought I would see if it was worth continuing on with the series. I thought maybe it'd be better to borrow from the library rather than, what is my computer doing? Rather than buying the book and then like being like, it wasn't worth continuing on, what a waste of money. So I'm still intrigued, and I know a lot of people read these books. There's quite a few out in this series now. So I thought may as well grab it from the library rather than spending money on it, just in case I end up not thinking it's worth continuing on. So that's that one. Oh, I'm trying to do all this in one take. So then I got a Neil Gaiman book. This year I'm finally dived into Neil Gaiman books for the first time, and I thought this one would be really cool because it's about Norse mythology, which is a topic I don't know much about, but I'm very curious about. Cool. And then, oh my god. And then we got Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. See, this book I'm really not sure if I'm gonna like. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not gonna like it, and that's why I didn't want to spend money on it. And once I saw this at the library, I was like, it was meant to be, I was meant to try it out again, like this. I didn't know if it would be worth spending money on, so library copy is a better way to do it. I picked this up because I haven't finished the Caravel series. I've only read the first book and like half of the second book, but I know there's a recurring character from the second book that shows up in this series, so I thought maybe give it a shot, see what I think. I don't know if this is going to be me. I think this is really like about romance. So yeah, I don't know if it's a bit too YA for me, but we'll give it a fair go. What else have I got? So talking of chunky, bruh, this book is 1,200 pages. That's insane. A popular author that I always see pop up everywhere is, oh, I'm going to butcher this name, Haruki Murakami. This is one of his popular books, 1Q84. Oh, it's a trilogy all in one. Okay, no wonder it's so thick. So I'm kind of wanting to go into this book a little bit blind. I know I started reading the blurb on Goodreads. It's a lot more detailed than this, but I was like, nah, I may as well just go in because I don't know anything about this book, and maybe that's a good thing. So I'll be, you know, really shocked and everything could be new when I start to read it. Last two. Then we've got They Wish They Were Us by Jessica Goodman. On my TBR for this month, I've got They'll Never Catch Us by Jessica Goodman. This is a young adult kind of thriller. I don't know, again, if it will be a bit too high schooly for me. Hopefully the thriller part will overtake the high school part. That's why I kind of liked The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because even though she is a high school student, there's none of like the high school drama in this book, in that book. It was just all like the thriller, and that's why I really liked it. Hopefully it'll be the same with Jessica Goodman's books. Okay, last but not least, we have Laini Taylor's Muse of Nightmares. This is a sequel to Strange the Dreamer. This cover is stunning. So I read Strange the Dreamer a couple of years ago. I liked it. I don't remember like being obsessed with it, but I liked it. I thought it was really good. It takes a lot to read and it was like a lot to get through, but I enjoyed it. And I just never picked up the sequel. This is one I'm definitely going to have to reread Stranger Dreamer before I get into this. So I don't know why I borrowed this because I'm not going to have time, but oh well. I might even listen to it on audiobook. We'll see. Yeah, actually I'll probably listen to it on audiobook because I don't know if I could go through the effort of reading that whole thick book again. Or I'll just read a summary. I don't know. We'll see. So that's my little library haul. What's the time? Has my class started? No. I've got a little bit more break before my class. I might continue reading Jasper Jones, and I'll see you when I have an actual book update. Okay, hello. It is Monday night. What's the time? It is 10:34 at night. I don't have a reading update for you, but I do have another update. So I thought it'd be a good idea to watch a film tonight. I'm really regretting that. So I kept seeing this trailer for the film called Fresh, starring, what's her name? Daisy Edgar Jones from Normal People and Sebastian Stan from Marvel. And the trailer really intrigued me, and the song in the trailer was catchy, and the editing just made, you know how they edit trailers and it makes you like, ooh, I've got to see this. And I'm Sebastian Stan trash, big Marvel fan, so I like Sebastian Stan, and I think he's good looking, so I was like, I'm gonna watch his film. I'm laughing because of like how ignorant I was going into this movie. I knew it was like a psychological thriller, but I didn't know it was like that. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was horrible. Like, it was a horrible viewing experience. It was so messed up. It was so stressful. I like had like goosebumps all over. I was so tense. It was so uncomfortable to watch, but like that was the point, right? It's a psychological thriller. It's meant to make you uncomfortable, make you tense. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. But at the same time, I was like, I can't look away. Like, I need to keep watching this film. Like, it's so good and it's doing the most fantastic job at making you so uncomfortable. Like, so uncomfortable. But it was meant to make you uncomfortable. It was like watching, like, you know, watching a burning building. Like, you can't look away. It's just like this morbid curiosity. But yeah, I'm quite literally traumatized. It was the most stressful. The last 10 minutes were so stressful, like that typical psychological thriller kind of ending. That was like, so tense to watch. I was tense the whole movie. I was like having the most like outward reactions, like shock horror kind of thing. I'm traumatized. I'm never going to sleep again after watching this film. I literally put on straight after. I was like, I went and watched some Drawfee, one of my favorite YouTube channels, just because they're so wholesome and funny, just to distract me from what I just watched, because it was, yeah. Trigger warning, this is not a recommendation. Do not watch this film. It's horrendous. But at the same time, I kind of loved it because it was so good. It did such a good job of being creepy as hell and making me uncomfortable. But don't watch this film. It is an R-rated 18+ film, so especially don't watch it if you're under 18. Don't watch it. It's horrible. I'm traumatized. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to watch that at 10 o'clock at night. Like, I'm never gonna sleep. Oh my god, that was that was horrible. Sebastian Stan is such a good actor. He's absolutely terrifying. Like, oh my god, he was so terrifying in this film. So, I think I'm literally gonna go like watch some Gravity Falls or some Adventure Time, just some kids shows to like palate cleanser, try and clear my memory of what I just watched, or some Bob's Burgers. I don't know, I got some options. Maybe I'll just listen to Disney music. I don't know. Has anyone else seen this film? I hope not. Don't watch it. Holy shit. That was awful, but at the same time so good. I hope I never see Sebastian Stan in person, because he's just like ruined for me now. I can't look at him the same. All I can think about is him in this film. Me watching a Marvel film now, from now on, just like thinking about this movie and what he's done. Okay, that's my update. I just wanted to rant about how traumatized I am. So in my next update, if I look super tired, it's probably because I didn't sleep, because I was probably like a 5-year-old tonight, like being scared of every noise I hear. I'm gonna go lock every door in this house. Okay, that was my update. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully when I'm less traumatized. It's Friday afternoon and surprise surprise, I have not filmed anything for 3 days. Well, I filmed little clips and b-roll stuff, but this is why I made this a 2-week reading vlog rather than just the week. I knew this was going to happen. I'm so bloody predictable, and who knew that I would have to film reading updates for a reading vlog? And I'm crazy. So it's been an interesting reading month. I feel like I'm kind of, well, not anymore, but at the start of the week I was kind of fighting off a reading slump. I think I was a bit book hungover from reading Rebecca, which 5-star, loved it. But I don't really read classics, and that was a classic which, one, made it hard to read, and 2, it was like quite draining to read because the main character was like going through some stuff. So I think that kind of may put me in a little bit of a book hangover. So I know I said I did plan on reading Honeybee by Craig Silvi, and I do have an update on that, but before I picked that up, I wasn't really in the mood to like read a book, so I was like, maybe I'll start the webtoon that I've been meaning to read. So for the Roll of Reads prompt, I had read a book of plus size rep, and I couldn't really find heaps of fantasies other than Six of Crows, which I've already read, and the Wayward series, I believe, has a plus size character. I don't own that series. I do kind of want to read it. I'm not 100% sure if I am going to, but I don't own that series and couldn't find it at the library. So I was like, nah, that's not really going to work. So I then decided to read the webtoon instead, called Brimstone and Roses, and that is by, who's it by? Spearmint on the Webtoon app. I'm loving it. I am now found a new form of reading on Webtoon. I'm like obsessed with the format. It's so good for like when you want to read a story but you're not in the mood for a big heavy thick book, or if you're feeling a bit slumpy. Like, I know all the art styles are different, but there's so many cool different art styles on this app. I've just been like exploring and seeing what kind of stories are out there. For Rimstones and Roses, it's basically about this girl who's a witch, and she kind of has her sister's wedding coming up, and her ex is going to be there, who she's totally over, by the way. And so she does what any logical person would do and summons a really hot, sarcastic demon to be her date to the wedding, to kind of make her ex jealous. But the demon kind of tricks her a little bit and won't leave her alone. So it's that kind of like comedy of like trying to deal with the demon and like her personal life and her dating life. And the art style's so cool, by the way. This girl is I think it's a female author. She's so like talented with her art skills. They're amazing. It's like all the characters are so interesting looking. If you're looking for a book with heaps of LGBT I can't speak today. You know what I mean. LGBTQIA plus, there we go, representation. This is definitely a book for you. It is wholesome and fun, and I'm not super far into it. I'm going to say that it's so quick that I'll just put my goal to complete the prompt to read up to where the latest update is. So that's 92 episodes. And that's the end of season 2, but I've already read like 21 episodes, and they take, I would say, like 3 to 5 minutes to read an episode, so it's really not going to take me that long to get up to date. Yeah, it's wholesome, it's cute. I'm still early days with it, but I do hope that maybe a romance could bloom between the demon and our main character. I think that would be really cute. I do like the demon. I do hope as well that maybe he'll start to become a bit more of a better person, or like she humanizes him a little bit, because he like has shown signs that he does feel like empathy and stuff. And there's also a really interesting backstories with how being a demon works. I won't say because spoilers. But I love our main character. She's really sweet, and I want the world for her now, and I want her to be happy. And it's just such a funny, like, not slapstick comedy. What am I looking for? Like, just that like situational kind of comedy, and it makes me feel happy. It's so wholesome and cute, and I'm actually obsessed with it. So I'm slowly making my way through that, reading it whenever I feel slumpy, or when I just don't have a book on me when I'm out, and when it's just, you know, more convenient to read on my phone. I'm loving it. Brimstone and Roses. Everyone go read it. It's so cute. It's on a bit of a break at the moment, but it's not complete. They're on episode 91, and it's a mid-season break. So go catch up. Also, a quick sidetrack. If anyone has any Webtoon recommendations, as I said, I've only just discovered this app, so I don't really know what's popular. Please give me all your recommendations. So I'll just quickly list off the ones. I haven't read any other ones, but I've subscribed to a bunch that have caught my interest. So one called Crow Time. The crow's so cute. I don't know if you can see. Oh no, it's got a little star. He's really cute, crow. Crow Time, Dead Life, Suit of Armor, Spooky and Skelly, Rise from the Ashes, War, Rotten and Grammary Land. They all caught my interest. I will check those ones out, plus I really like all the art styles of those ones. So if you read webtoons, please, please, please give me all the recommendations, because I'm now obsessed and I need a million different ones because I know I'm going to fly through them. Okay, so that's my webtoon update, and then I was like, I need to get going on my physical TBR, I need to get through some books. So then I was like, let's just pick up Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I couldn't remember which one I was up to, by, we're not going to say who by. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just reading Harry Potter because I like feel like it's one of the classics that I need to read. I don't know if it's for me. I've read 30 pages, I just don't know if I want to pick it back up. It's for my buddy read, I don't know. She's going to kill me, but I don't know. It's definitely not the author thing putting me off. Like, you know, obviously J.K. Rowling is not a good person, and it's not that that's putting me off the book. Like, you know, I don't know if I'm enjoying it, to be honest. I know that's crazy to say, but I just don't know if it's for me. Plus, oh my god, actually, BRB. Okay, I wanted to give actual quotes from this. What is her weird, like, fat phobia, like, that she's got here? She's like, whenever she talks, obviously, you know, the Dudleys are not good people and cruel and mean and stuff and jealous and, like, vicious. But, like, why does every sentence when she describes them need to be about their weight? She's obsessed with it, and I noticed it in the other books as well. Like, I heard people talk about it before I read this series, and now that I'm reading it, I'm like, wow, okay, I know what you mean. Every sentence she uses to describe them, she describes their weight. What was that one quote, and I read it and I was like, what the actual hell? Yeah, she, like, called him a young killer whale, and, like, they didn't stock clothes not big enough for him, and talking about his diet and how he's cranky because he's on a diet. And then they just keep talking about the big servings that they used to give him, and they all describe their faces as large and red, and yeah, her horse-like teeth. I don't know, weird, obsessed, like, fat phobia, like, descriptions. So unnecessary. Like, don't add anything to the plot, and, like, they made me so uncomfortable to read. I was like, this is weird. So I don't know if that's kind of soured my experience a little bit too. Yeah, don't appreciate that. So that brings us to today. This morning was a little bit more productive reading wise, which I'm very happy about. I feel like maybe I'm starting to beat the slump a little bit. And a special thanks to Mel for hosting reading sprints this morning. That definitely helped. I started off my morning getting quite a bit of reading done, which is good. So she was hosting sprints with Erin and Zoe and Ash. I'll link all their channels in the description. So I was, ow, my arm's so sore. I just got my booster. My arm's so sore. Anyway, so yeah, she hosted sprints this morning, and I'm now up to page 138 of Honeybee by Silvi. So this book is super confronting. Like, I knew it was going to be with the themes, but wow. So it's quite draining to read. Like, it makes you feel like really flat. You're like, wow, that was like a heavy read. So I'm just trying to like take a couple of breaks from it because it's quite heavy. I think it's discussing really important topics of identity and transphobia, and the super detrimental effects that transphobia and someone struggling with their identity can have on a person and have on their mental health and their state of mind. I don't know, I feel like that's I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted on how I feel. I'm definitely going to keep reading it, that's for sure. I just feel like it's just going to continue to get worse and worse, like, confronting wise. So that's my very long-winded update. Wow, I've been talking for a long time. This is what happens when you don't film an update all week. Yeah, so as I said before, ow, I got my jab today, my booster, so I thought I'd quickly film this before well, touch wood, I don't feel sick, but just in case I feel sick tonight and don't feel up to filming. I just filmed a book haul about an hour ago, so feeling productive that I got that done, because I started scheduling my videos, which is so helpful, and I just had them all sitting all ready, didn't have to worry about them. But now that build up I've made is starting to slow down and I need to film a bit more again, so I got that done. That was a fun recorder film, so I might read a couple more chapters and then do some editing and maybe some of the study that I've been avoiding. We'll see. So thanks for watching that very long update. I will hopefully see you tomorrow with an update. Who knows when our next update. Okay, hello, it is Monday night, so I don't think I've updated since like Thursday, I want to say. I can't even remember. I'm not up to date editing, so I have no idea where I'm up to in my update process. But it's half my fault, half not my fault. So I got vaccinated. I keep saying that every time I film this. I am fully vaccinated. I got my booster shot on Friday, and that really didn't, my body didn't like that. I got lots and lots of symptoms and I felt so bad, but obviously I'd rather feel that than have COVID, so that really threw me off. I really wasn't in the mood to read or film. After that I slept most of Saturday. Luckily I didn't have a shift. I didn't think to NA the next day, but I was so lucky that I didn't have a shift, because yeah, that wouldn't have ended well. Yeah, so I really wasn't in the mood to update or read, and I was feeling pretty crappy, but that's okay. I still managed to get some reading done. So on Sunday, had a nice dinner with my friend, which was lovely. Had some Thai food. It was so good. It was like my first proper meal eating again after the booster, because I felt really nauseous after I had the booster and I wasn't eating properly, so that was really nice. It was a nice night. And when I got home, the lovely Mel from a book fiend named Mel was hosting her reading sprints for the role of Reads Readathon, which she's doing twice a week, I believe, for the whole month, which has been so lovely. They were such fun sprints. Like, I was laughing out loud. I had such a good time. I'll of course link lovely Mel's channel in the description, but if you're watching me, you would probably already know about her. Yeah, so those were super fun sprints and I had such a good time, and literally when she ended those, Becca from Becca Fowl, who I'll also link in the description, she was doing sprints as well, so I literally jumped from Mel's to Becca's as soon as Mel's ended, which meant I had a really productive reading night on Sunday, and I was finally able to finish Honeybee by Silvi. So I think when I last updated you, I was at like the 100-ish page mark. I can't remember exactly, and my camera's dead, so I can't go back and check. So I think I was feeling a bit unsure about this book, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it was really confronting, because it is confronting. Again, please check trigger warnings. This book doesn't tiptoe around the topics. You're literally reading from the perspective of a suicidal 14-year-old boy. So that can get a lot reading, because, you know, you sometimes hear his thoughts and how he feels about himself and how he sees himself, how he sees his body, how he thinks other people see him, how he thinks other people would think about him, his worth. So that's really confronting, but in a good way. It really opens your eyes to what people can be going through when they're having these questioning of one's identity, and when they feel like they're so isolated and there's no one else like them and no one else understands them, and people have told them that that's wrong and unnatural. So that was really confronting, but it needed to be confronting. I don't think it's a topic that you could, you know, make sound nicer and fluffier, because it's not. It's something that's hard to talk about and hard to read about. So I think it did a really good job. Obviously can't talk from experience, but it seemed to do a pretty good job of talking about those issues. But it did get a lot at some points. I had to pick up the book and put it down. The only thing that kind of put me off this book was there's some sexual scenes. Like, I don't know how to say this. Like, nothing sexual happens, but there's some scenes that made me really uncomfortable, because our main character is 14 years old, so there was some stuff that I was like, I don't really like that. And there were some parts where the plot really did slow down, but other than that, I thought it was a fantastic book. It was great, filled with great characters, lots of diversity, and a really interesting way to meld new social issues with that, I guess, traditional older Australian kind of perspective on identity and, you know, how the world works and all of those kind of social issues, which I appreciated as an Australian. It was interesting to read, and I really enjoyed reading a book set in Australia with Australian characters, Australian kind of, not slang and language, but like you can tell it's an Aussie, and I think I appreciate that because I don't read, well, yeah, I barely read any Australian stuff, so that made me really appreciate this book and want to read more Australian stuff and support more Australian authors. Despite the heaviness in this book, I did find some hope in it, and I love Sam's character and their development and their strength despite what they've been put through, what they're going through, what is constantly going on in their head. I found it was a beautiful book and filled with such fun characters and crazy fun situations, and yeah, a really cute friendship. Shout out to my girl Aggie in this book. She was the most beautiful friend. She was such a great example of loyalty and friendship, love, and oh, she was my fave. I loved her so much. I was always happy when she came up in the book. So I gave this book 4 stars. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Please ignore the barking dog. It's too hot in this room to have the window open. I again beg you to check the trigger warnings if you are to pick this book up. I believe there are some topics that could be really, really confronting for some people and triggering. So again, there is discussions of suicide planning. There is alcoholism, abuse, self-harm. I'm just trying to remember everything I can, but do some research as well because I might accidentally miss one out. Yeah, so yeah, it was really good. But I'm like, what do I read now? Because I could read The Burning Gods on my TBR. It's not one of the prompts, it's just on there for the popular readathon. I'm about 160 odd pages in, but I'm not really feeling that. And then I also tried picking up This Is How You Lose the Time War, but not feeling that either at the moment. And then I'm not feeling the Jessica Goodman book either, so I don't know. I feel like maybe just doing a wild card and picking up something that's not on my TBR, because I don't want to go slumpy and force a book. See, I could do a reread, but I have a little secret vlog plan I have for a lot of my rereads, so I don't want to do that this week because then I'll have nothing interesting to say in the vlog, because I'll be like, I read a book but I can't tell you what it was, so I'm not going to do that. Just looking at my shelves. What else? You know what I might do actually? Since I'm kind of in the mood for a reread, I could reread One of Us Is Next by Karen M. McManus, because like I said at the start of this vlog, I got One of Us Is Next at the library, so perfect opportunity for me to reread this. I feel like, one, since I've already read it, it'll be quick, and two, it's like a very young adulty book, so it shouldn't take me too long to get through. It's only like 340 odd pages. Maybe I should do this. Alright, that's what we're going to do. We're going to reread One of Us Is Next. I've been meaning to do it for a while, and now I have the perfect reason, because I literally need to pump through these hundreds of library books I get before they're overdue and get them back to the library. So I think that's what I'm going to read. Okay, wow, this reading vlog is filled with just no b-roll footage and like 10-minute long updates. My gosh. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. I had TAFE today, so I didn't get any reading done because it was all day, and I'm really behind in one of my classes, so I'm going to have to do some work if I can be bothered tonight because I'm working tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll read like a couple of chapters, or like if I do half the exercise I can read a couple of chapters. I'm like a child, I have to like reward myself like that. So yeah, and I also filmed a video today, so TAFE and filmed a video. It's been pretty productive. I'm quite tired because I stayed up late last night watching Becca's Sprint so I could finish Jasper Jones, so I could finish Honeybee. If you can't tell by this update, I'm very, very tired. And yes, sorry about the horrible lighting in this update. My camera is dead and charging, and I really wanted to get this update filmed because I haven't updated you in a while, and I want to actually, I want this footage to see the light of day. I am not attempting another reading vlog. I am posting this one, I swear to God. So yeah, that's my little update. Sorry that was a bit chaotic, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. No, not hopefully. I will update tomorrow, I swear. I'll update you tomorrow. And yeah. Hello, it's Tuesday and I said I'd film an update, so I am. Be proud of me. Got home from work a little bit ago, got sent home early. That may sound like I was in trouble. I got sent home early because it was dead and there was 3 of us there and we're doing nothing. There was no point me being there as well, so got a bit of an early mark. So instead of coming home and doing the tape work, I'm incredibly far behind on. So I'm procrastinating doing that because I'm so far behind. That puts me further behind because I'm procrastinating, because I'm stressing about how far behind I am, but it's my fault I'm behind. So instead I went shopping because, like, you know, logic. I got this cute little skirt. It's so cute. It's really comfy as well. I'm trying to get a new winter wardrobe because it's starting to get, well, it's hot now, but it will be starting to get cooler. And then I also got, just happened to get this jumper that looks really cute with it. This nice, like, long neck pink jumper, which the combination looks lovely together. I really wanted this in the coral colour, but they don't have it anywhere and it's like sold out online. So, but the pink is really cute, and everyone wears such dark stuff in winter, so I thought something nice and bright will be cute. So now to actual reading. Last time I saw you, I told you guys I was going to read One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. We'll reread it so then I could pick up the next book I got from the library, One of Us is Next. But I started reading it and was like, no, I don't want to read this. So I picked up a book that actually is on my TBR on Libby. This is the prompt, borrow a book, well, a borrowed book. So I borrowed this from my library electronically on Libby. And this is They'll Never Catch Us by Jessica Goodman, I think. So basically I think this is about 2 sisters that are on like a track team in high school, and their town is kind of known for all of these murders, and young girls who have been on the track team in the past were found dead, and no one ever really knows who did it or what happened to them. And then these 2 sisters are both on the team. They're super competitive. And then this new girl comes to town called Mila, who is just as good as them. And then I think Mila goes missing and it all kind of goes wrong. And it's all about what happened to Mila and stuff. And the sisters kind of get dragged into it. So I'm not actually sure how far through I am because I'm reading it, the pages like this. So I'm on chapter 9. It says I'm on page 122 of 462, but obviously that's not the actual page number. So yeah, I'm waiting to see how it goes. So far, a lot of this is so like high school drama, like American high school drama. I'm getting old for that. Like, it's just, I don't want to read about high school drama and high school friendships and high school boyfriends. Like, it's a little cringy, especially from a 23-year-old's perspective. So on that point, I'm like, I'm not enjoying it. But at the same time, I'm not going to give up yet because we haven't gotten to the mystery side of it yet. We've got, like, you know, a bit of context into the town and all the different people and the relationships that are kind of going on. So I get that we're trying to set up who everyone is. And I'm hoping the disappearance of Mila happens soon because I just really, really want to get into that mystery element because that's the only reason I'm reading the book. So I hope that kicks in soon because then maybe my view of the book will shift and I might actually start enjoying it. Yeah, that's my update. I have started editing this video and I realize it's probably going to be over an hour long. I don't know if people are going to want to watch an hour-long vlog, but I literally can't cut anything out. I don't know. I was worried I wasn't going to have any footage, and now I'm going to have like over an hour of footage. Oh well. I'm going to stop talking now in case it goes to 2 hours of footage. So that's my little reading and day update. I'm going to go pretend to do work again and hopefully read a couple more chapters of my book tonight. I will see you in the next update. and it is around 2 o'clock, and I thought I would update you guys a little bit on where I'm up to in my reading. I just filmed my April TBR, so I thought I would film my update while I have my camera set up and I looked half decent. So I officially this morning have hit 100 subscribers, which I am actually beyond happy about. I really feel like this is gonna get a little cheesy, but I really feel like I have found a hobby that I am super passionate about. I'm literally addicted to making booktube, constantly coming up with ideas and making content and editing. It's like my new favorite thing to do, other than reading, of course. So it's nice to feel a little bit validated in my hobby, that people are actually watching the videos and interacting. So thank you so much if you've even just watched a video or commented or subscribed or interacted with me on Twitter. It actually means really a lot to me. It means the world to me, and yeah, I'm really happy. I'm so happy. It's the first really big milestone for me, so yeah, it feels nice, and it's literally the first thing I woke up to this morning, which started my day off on a very nice point. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly say thank you so much, and I look forward to growing even more, hopefully. Yeah, so that was my little cheesy thing out the way. Last night I had the pleasure of going on Paige from Pages of Paige's channel for some reading sprints. I was really star of the moment. Her and Crystal from Bond's Book Reviews do alternating Thursday nights usually, and Paige just like, anyone want to jump on? So that was really fun. I haven't done reading sprints like co-hosted in a very long time, so it was so fun to do, and of course Crystal was there and the lovely Erin, so it was a really good night and I had such a fun time. And thank you to any of you if you were watching. It was fun. It's fun going on camera and having a good laugh and getting some TAFE work done, which was, yeah, a fun and productive night. So that was last night. Now to actually talk to you about reading. So yesterday morning I finished They'll Never Catch Us by Jessica Goodman. So I have some thoughts. I've initially given this book 3 out of 5 stars. I did not enjoy it. I might even push it down to 2 out of 5 stars, because I feel like 3 out of 5 stars is too generous. I'm trying to not be as generous, a little bit more critical in my ratings, and especially my star ratings. So it might get pushed down to a 2. You'll see in my wrap up what I actually end up giving it. I wrote some notes. Look how organized I am, because I was like kind of angry writing as I was reading this book. So as I said before, it's about this new girl, Mila, that comes to town and goes missing. You read from the two sisters' perspectives. It's like alternating chapters. They barely know this character that goes missing, so it feels like pointless. And they talk about her like they've known her, like, and they have this great friendship with her. Like, they literally have like 2 or 3 interactions with her each. That's it. So like, it felt so pointless for them to like be so invested in it, because they barely knew this girl. They weren't even that invested in it. Like, there was no investigation. Where was the case? Like, where was the actual mystery? She doesn't actually disappear until like halfway through a book that is only 280 pages. So like, the first half of the book is so boring and so pointless. Like, I felt like, as well, like I said, there's 2 main perspectives, the 2 sisters, and although they had like a couple of significant things that like made their personalities different, other than those couple of things, like, they were almost the same person. And I would have to scroll back, because I was reading electronically, I'd have to scroll back and see whose perspective I was reading, because I like got them mixed up in my head because they were that similar. Both as boring as each other, to be honest. This book was boring as hell. Yeah, so I felt like pointless that they were so involved in her case, because they barely interacted with her, barely knew her. There was no investigation. There was like, the investigation went on with other characters who you didn't hear that much about. So I don't think you can call this a thriller or like a whodunit, because that was not a major part of the plot, even though it was the main plot, if that makes any sense. It was boring, like, as well, like, sorry, I'm just reading my notes. Yeah, as well, most of the book is just that cringy high school drama, like I said before. even though the book was written by like a young woman, it sounded like some of the dialogue and like bullying like dialogue sounded like, you know, you watch those American TV shows where it's like high school drama and the bullies and stuff, and it's a show written by like a bunch of 50-year-old white men who don't know how teenagers talk. The dialogue seems like that to me. I don't know, is this how American high schools talk? I don't think so. It was very cringy and very stereotypical and like not how teenagers have ever talked. So that really pulled me out of it as well. Yeah, the mystery was boring. The reveal was so boring and unsatisfactory, and I was like, that was a waste of my time. I should have DNF'd it because I didn't like the ending anyway. It was no big twist. It was not interesting at all. Some of the characters, because there was a few like characters that were kind of involved in the disappearance at like different levels, and none of them seemed to face, there was one in particular that didn't seem to face any punishment for their involvement in this disappearance. Even though they played a major role in something that happened, they seemed to just like get a slap on the wrist and you're like, you're good to go. And I was like, well, that seems very unrealistic. I feel like they would be charged with something like... Anyway, that was, yeah. I'm trying to say one nice thing about this book, and the only nice thing I liked was the focus on characters, especially female characters who are described as like girls who take up space. So the focus and dialogue about how young girls are viewed, the ones that take up space and that are really ambitious and driven, characteristics that are usually wrongly only associated with men and boys. So I mean, that was a good discussion about women who take up space. So that was something I kind of liked, but the rest of the book sucked and I hated it. It was not good. It was a thriller, but not a thriller, because there was nothing thrilling about it at all. That book was unsatisfying and boring, and I showed you earlier I got her other book that They Wish They Were Us from the library. I will be returning that. I will not be giving that book a chance. I don't think it deserves it by what I've seen in her other writing. It's disappointing because I really want to find more young adult thrillers, but yeah. So that's my little reading update. Today I think I'm just going to continue on with The Burning God, the third book in the Poppy War trilogy. So yeah, that's my plan for today. I don't know how many more updates I'll do in this vlog. Got 2 days left of the week after today, so might do a couple more, or maybe one more, just my final update. So yes, that is what I wanted to say. Thank you again so much to everyone who's ever watched my videos, gotten to me to 100 subscribers. I feel good. It's really, really nice. I bet you by the time this vlog's up, I'll be back down to 99, but that's okay. I will see you in the next update. Okay, so it's the next day, it's Saturday, and I thought I may as well just end the vlog here. I am still working my way through The Burning God. I haven't read much of it yesterday or today. I'm reading it very slowly. It's a book that I have to really take my time with, and I'm not going to read anything else this week anyway, so I thought I will end this vlog before it is a 3-hour vlog. So thank you so much for watching this 2-week vlog. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed seeing something a little different from me. I don't do vlogs often, and I hope maybe the success of this one, well, success in filming, will encourage me to do some more vlogs. So let me know if vlogs are something you would like to see more from me. I really like watching them because they seem, you know, a bit more personal, and you get to see your favourite people do their stuff day to day. So I enjoy watching them. So I enjoyed making this one as well. It was fun. Thank you again for getting me to 100 subscribers. It's been a lovely week of reading and a lovely week of going on sprints and chatting with lots of really lovely booktubers, and got some good reading done. So I think it's been a successful 2 weeks. Thank you again so much for watching. I know I mentioned a lot of people in this vlog, so I will make sure every single one of them is tagged in the description. So I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you'd like to subscribe and you can see when I post a video, that would be lovely. All of my social media links are in the description below, so go and give me a follow if you'd like to see more from me, and I will see you in whatever video I post next. Bye!